Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Saturday. I believe it's the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. It does happen. 2023. Now if you look over here, the sky's fairly clear, but we got all these clouds here and the clouds here moving in. They're calling for this afternoon. They're calling for rain. And it's like 90% chance of rain this afternoon, so it should be interesting that way. So let's take a look in here real quick, and we'll see where we're at solar-wise. Give that just a minute. It's on here. It's saying 54.1, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I'll show you guys here in a moment. And then we'll get into the topic of this video. The standby is always 50%. So like if the batteries get too low, this will just turn off. And then still waiting for that to get going there. It goes through a process. So still not doing it yet, so just give me a minute, guys. I apologize that this is taking so long. Let's see. Still waiting on that. Here, I'll kick this over here so you guys can kind of see about the same time that I do. So right now you see, I don't know if you guys see that, it says standby in 50%. Oh, there we go. Now it says 89% in charging. So that's a good thing. That's actually doing very, very well. So the batteries are in great shape, 89%. With the sun still out, they're obviously still collecting power. When this storm front comes through, it'll definitely cool things off at that point too anyway. But we're, obviously that's down the road and that's coming. So, all right, let's get into this topic. Are things amping up? Topic of the video, and I apologize that we're so far into the video before I actually start talking about this. Are things amping up? We have just decided, the United States that is, has decided to send F-16 fighters over in the Persian Gulf for the Strait of Hormuz because of the situation with Iran continuing to try to seize tankers. There was the incidents, and I did do a video on that last week, how the Iranians were trying to capture more of the... What are you doing, silly? They were trying to capture more of the tankers. So the military has decided to put F-16 fighter jets in the region, okay? Along with the I think it's the 10, I think it's like 10 Warthogs is what the other planes are called that are already in that region. But the F-16 is obviously an increase, a better plane to deal with that situation. They're also talking about in Syria, right? The situation in Syria is going on still. And they're talking about increased Russian interference, is what they're calling it, in that region. And they're talking about doing something more in that region as well, putting things in place to stop them, according to our news media, from interfering with what's going on. So what are we seeing, folks? And I did a video about this last night, okay? I talked about this last night. If you are preparing for war, what you do ahead of time is you move the chess pieces into place. You don't announce that, hey, this is what we're doing and we're getting ready to do what we're going to do. You look at the increased involvement in the different regions over there of what we have been up to and what's been going on. It's a very clear indication that we should be concerned, with everything. reopening 4 military bases in the Philippines, right? Having nuclear submarines over in the peninsula with South Korea. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. Increase, aircraft carriers and stuff like that over in the area of Taiwan. So we're putting things in place. We're getting the pieces in the right areas. And it could be, now, listen, I'm not trying to say that we're being the aggressor. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this could all be done as deterrent moves where we are getting things in place to make sure that they don't make a preliminary strike on something and then we have to react to it at that point. If we have the chess pieces in place, it definitely acts as more of a deterrent for them, because they realize if they make a move, meaning either China or Iran or anybody else in Syria, Russia, whoever the case may be, they realize that if they make a move, we're already in the region. We are already prepared to do what we need to do. I don't know if you guys saw this. The boys had that area down here cleared out. They had their tent back over here before, okay? And that actually was kind of like blocking everything. So they had this area cleared out down here, and they got their tent set up down there now. And they wanted to be there because they're actually tucked in a little bit behind the pine trees, and they're lower, so when the winds are coming up off this hill here, they're going to go that way, and they're going to be more of in an area tucked in down there, which is a good spot. It's actually a really good spot down there. So, all right. A lot of interesting things going on, okay? We really got to be paying attention to what's happening, and but in my opinion, okay, are things amping up? I would say 100% yes, things are amping up. I want you guys to remember something too, okay? It takes one mistake from either side to really set things off onto a trajectory that we can't come back from. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing at all. So cooler heads need to prevail. Talks need to be done. People need to be speaking with each other and getting things cleared up and those type of things. I think that's really, really important. So anyway, I definitely want to hear your feedback on this. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear your thoughts on this matter. Do you believe things are amping up? Do you have reasons for concern? What are your thoughts on that? Remember, folks, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. Have a great day. I hope your weekend is going well. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.